Flint Hills region is a collection of rolling hills and deep valleys, spanning 82,000 square miles of Kansas and Oklahoma, and it contains the last 4% of natural tallgrass prairie in North America. The presence of hard flint deposits within the underlying limestone rock prevented traditional agricultural practices by early pioneers, resulting in the preserved natural landscape seen today.
Kansas State University was founded in 1863 as the first land-grant institution in the United States. In the past 150 years, Kansas State University has expanded to accommodate 25,000 students on a campus of nearly 700 acres, leaving behind many of the natural and communal references to a pastoral landscape design.
The site is located between four of Kansas State's largest investments in student life, university athletics, and community engagement. Jardine Apartments provide more than 700 housing units for students and families. Bramlage Coliseum provides event space and seating for over 13,000 during K-State basketball games. Bill Snyder Family Stadium recently completed a $75 million renovation. The Chester E. Peters Recreation Complex is the conclusion of a 10-year student-funded renovation.
This inadequate system has resulted in extensive rill erosion. Stormwater travels over the adjacent parking lots. It gains quantity and velocity, containing 18 acres of parking lots, impervious surfaces, and an impoverished ecosystem lacking in consists of a single detention basin drained by shallow subsurface pipes.
Traditional stormwater management systems is it's really not a sustainable solution. We really have looked at it in terms of only being one dimension, only handling stormwater, and we actually do a pretty poor because it's just all flooding. So really what we need to do is, instead of thinking about treating the water as a problem, is we need to treat it as a resource. We need to capture it, we need to hold it back, and that will solve a lot of the flooding problems as well. So we really just treated it as a nuisance, and we need to think of it as more of a sustainable resource.
Starting our design process, we interviewed K-State students, asking what they thought of the site, and had them write down suggestions for the future.
Hi, so tell me a little bit about how often you maybe come to the rec or pass by, and what you think of the landscape outside of the rec complex.
Okay, well, I come to the rec probably about 4 or 5 days a week, so I see it pretty often. Compared to the inside renovations, the outside really doesn't look very aesthetically pleasing, I guess. It just kind of looks, I don't know, like it was an afterthought.
Really, the outside isn't very nice. The new building is really nice, and on the inside it's nice, but anytime you look outside, it's kind of an eyesore, and it doesn't go along with the new building at all.
Through this framework, we are creating an educational, engaging, and restorative design that would help K-State achieve its 2025 objectives. In the Jardine Housing Complex, our design merges ecologically sensitive management with a grand scale appropriate to the building architecture. The circle of trees creates a welcoming scale and atmosphere to the building's large, intimidating facade. In the northwest entry, the design maintains the site's historic border, and along the newly constructed bioswale network, trees have been planted to emulate the narrow woodland creeks seen throughout the Kansas upland prairies. In conclusion, we strongly feel that the proposed design will become the hub on campus that engages the community interest in urban water management, restores health to the campus creek and the site by limiting erosion, increasing on-site infiltration, and develops into a key educational landscape to foster new management practices.